What's up, Power Nation? Video number 49. And in this video, I want to talk about communication, an important part of it, which is storytelling, power of storytelling. And this I've realized, I think this storytelling has become a big thing in the corporate world right now, but I think this has been and is the most important thing in communication. And we all got to understand it. If your day-to-day work involves communication, which of course, I think it does for about 100% of us. So really important that you pay attention to storytelling. And though there are frameworks that you can use to learn about storytelling, but it is more important to have your story right in your head, right? And to be able to present your story based on the context, it makes a lot of sense. Why storytelling is so important? It is important because we as human beings understand and connect to stories better than we connect to jargons, we connect to unrelated concepts. So if you can use the power of storytelling to weave a message that you want to give, if you want to persuade, if you want to sell, if you want to convince people, if you want to put a message across from one head to another, which is the most important role of the job of a communicator, then storytelling helps. Because I think we are human beings, and I think we have been wired to understand and react react to and engage with stories much better than any other form of communication. So take time to do your story well. I think there can be different forms, right? For example, you can have a personal story which you share with someone when you have met, say, when you connect with someone on a personal level. Then you can have a professional story, and you can have a mix of both to make it more interesting. Okay, how something which is in your personal life made you made you do something professionally or otherwise. So it makes a lot of sense that you have these stories right, because when you go out, meet people in conferences, at social events, I think you got to introduce yourself. So instead of saying I'm XYZ, I do ABC, it is much better to say, okay, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, and this is where I've come from. What it does is basically it gives the other person a chance to know you more. And if you have interesting journeys and story, then probably it gives other person an opportunity to connect you at some level, because maybe you are into music, maybe you're into writing, maybe you're into sports. So it gives a connection point, and it's a very powerful thing. I think I was reading about it someplace yesterday. I came across it that if you want to connect with someone at a good level, then I recall it now. Who said this? It is Derek Sivers, a co-author of mine on the first book that we wrote together. He said, "Do not be a fan, be a friend." And this goes for a business relationship also, because if you come across as a fan to someone, then it is tough for them to really appreciate your presence, what you do. But if you start on a friendly note, and if you come across to someone as a friend who is at the same level, then I think interactions become more real, and people are more comfortable around you. So I think this is one point. Getting back to the story bit only, very important. Take your time to create a story around who you are, what you do, and then once you have set that basic thing, then anything that you do, you are doing a presentation, you are going for a sales pitch, see how you can weave a story into it. And this is an art, will take a lot of practice, but worth doing. Take your time to do it.